Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. It's a brand new week. Gonna do two shows today. All right, good to be back. Gonna do two shows today. I'm gonna do at least a show tomorrow, and then probably two show Wednesday. So I'm gonna give you guys about 5 shows over the next couple of days. I want to give you guys as much content as possible. I already dropped the video on Pierce O'Leary and Liam Dillon. I'm right now. I'm close to almost done with the Justin Uni tape. Justin Honey, and Fabio Worldly. I've changed my mind on that fight. I have a new take on that fight. Before we get into that, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing, 3D Boxing Blog, at all forms of social media. The Boxing Bookie comes at you for every single major fight, so you had to consistently make money betting on the sport of boxing, guys. So join the Patreon. Link is in the description. I'm also going to pin it in the chat below. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. It gets you access to the Discord. And the Discord with your live betting, the updated props. You guys will get the lock of the week. You get the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe for just $5 a month. That's just $5 a month. So make sure to subscribe to the Patreon. After you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, guys, let's get into today's show. I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to refresh my coffee real quick and get a water, and we'll start in just 2 seconds. Hang on. All right, y'all. It's good to have everyone back. First, I want to thank all of y'all for making May another record-breaking month for me. I appreciate everybody here. In May, I shattered all the numbers. Shattered my revenue numbers. It was the most profitable month I've ever had. I appreciate y'all for that. But in addition, statistically, it was also the best month I've ever had. My views, 122,653 views, up from 63,000. So I shattered almost my next highest month. I appreciate that. The watch hours, I also broke my record from 1,523 watch hours to 2,229 watch hours. So that's all you guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys being loyal. I appreciate you guys dropping through every day, checking out my show every day, sometimes twice a day. I appreciate every single one of y'all, really. I mean, I could not do this without y'all. So you guys could be watching any content, listening to any channel, doing anything, and you choose to check out my show. I am very humble and greatly appreciative of that. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for helping me with these numbers. All right, let me get to some of these chats here. Afternoon, Gary. What up, Bipolar? Salute, Gary. Hell of a week of boxing. Yeah, we got a good week. Coming up. Lots of fights, lots of things to get into. That's why I want to give you guys as much content as I can before I go out of town. Muscles in the house. Time to lock in. It is. This is a huge week. What up, Rando? What up, Goat? Got all the usual suspects here. Appreciate it. What up, DJ? DJ Green in the house. Cedric, my man. What up, Cedric? Jab, what up? We get rich this week. This is going to be a big weekend. It's going to be a big weekend. What up, Rando? What up, Kai? Good feeling about this week for sure, Rando. Evening, hope you all are well. Really well. Everything is good. Interested. Mar the Princess. Interested to see if Davis can continue his TKO KO streak this weekend. My lock of the week is Jai Opetaia via KO inside of 6. I definitely like Opetaia by KO. The inside of 6 seems possible. I gotta look at the odds. I don't have a prop on that, but we will certainly get to all of that. All right, let's get into it, guys. This is gonna be a good week. So I just want to run down everything real quick. This week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to be going live. So today I'll be going live twice. I'll go live again tomorrow. And then I'll go live twice on Wednesday. So I'll go live either twice Tuesday or twice Wednesday. Probably once tomorrow and twice Wednesday. And I'm going to bring you guys the Justis Huni Fabio Worldly fight. I'm going to bring that to you. That I'll have that for you guys shortly. I'm already almost completely done with the tape, and then I just got to record it and drop it, and I'll have that out for you. I did the Pierce O'Leary fight already. That is live for you, and I'm going to bring you guys more fights every single day. I'm going to try to bring you at least 4 or 5 fights, and then I'm going out of town on either Thursday or Friday for the Keyshawn Davis fight. So my schedule after Wednesday is kind of up in the air, but I will let everyone know how that's going to pan out. But I'm going to go live as much as I can up until then. All right. Let's get into today's show. Pierce O'Leary versus Liam Dillon. To me, this is easy money. Just throw Pierce O'Leary on the money line, lock it up, take Pierce O'Leary. Pierce O'Leary, you can take him by stoppage if you want. I don't have a prop on this yet. But I like Pierce O'Leary here, and I probably like him by stoppage. I would feel completely comfortable and confident locking up Pierce O'Leary in this fight. Fabio Worldly and Justis Huni. The video is going to be out shortly. I will go in depth, break it down. To me, Justis Huni is actually the better athlete. He's not as big a hitter, but he's got plenty of power. I like Justis Huni here. He puts his combinations together. He's a counterpuncher. He puts things together really, really well. I really like Justis Huni in this fight. At plus 260, to me, this is a good bet. I think Huni wins straight away. If you can get props for this thing not to go the distance, I don't think this goes the distance. Huni and Worldly are both in front of you. Someone's going to get tagged. Worldly has all world power. Huni has good power. So the amount that people are going to get hit, both guys are athletes, both guys have endurance. Someone is getting put to sleep in this fight. So I would take this fight to end by stoppage. I would take the fight to not go the distance. I would probably take the under, depending on what that is. Again, I don't have any props on this, but I believe that this is a good fight that we can make money on. I like Justis Huni in this fight, and I like him probably by stoppage. But even more than that, I like this fight to not go the distance. So that's what I like on this fight. Probably not going to be a lock of the week. This is probably something you're going to want to probably stand alone on this because you're getting plus 260. But once I get props on this, I'll have a better idea how to bet this. Does anyone have a prop on this fight not to go the distance? Let me know. Let me know. I'm going to take a poll real quick too. Hang on. I'm going to start my poll. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to start this poll right quick. Give me 1 second. All right. Let me start a poll. Who do y'all have winning? Huni, Wardley. All right, guys, vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. I want to know what you guys are thinking. I like Huni, but I want to know what you guys think. I'll be back in 1 second. Hang on. No distant, minus 210. I really like that too. Minus 210, not to go the distance. So we're going to be around minus 200 to not go the distance. I like that bet a lot. I think this is a fight that we can make good money on. I really do. Kyle says that Huni seems to have the experience on his side, but it's tough to unsee what Wardley did to Clark. I wouldn't say the other thing. I don't think Huni's resume is very good. That's my one concern about him. Fabio Wardley probably has the better resume. Look, Fabio Wardley has all-world power. And that's why we're taking the fight to end by stoppage. I like those two bets. Okay, Huni has more amateur experience, obviously. Anything can happen with heavyweights, which is why I hate betting on heavyweights, right? I do. And this is not gonna be a part of my lock. I can promise you this fight is not going to be in my lock of the week. I'm going to work something else out without this, but I'm going to throw side money outside of my parlay on this. I think this is worth betting. I think this is a really good lock. I like Justis Huni. He's the much better boxer. He's the better counterpuncher. He fights in a better rhythm. He does a lot of things better than does Wardley, who's a big hitter and a decent athlete, right? Both guys are about the same size. No one's going to have a massive weight or size advantage. They're roughly the same size. Both guys are fairly decent athletes. But to me, Huni, quick hands, decent athlete, good combination puncher, two front foot guys. This is going to be an explosion. This is going to be a good fight. That's going to take both guys good volume, both guys good gas tanks. Going throughout the fight, the knockout is always on the table. Yeah, Huni has more amateur experience. I believe that is correct. Huni decision, plus 500. Huni decision. That is wild. Plus 500 is wild. That is wild. But I think this Justis Huni fight is a good opportunity to make money. Plus 260. I look at the odds. I know people like Fabio and people rated him really highly. And I'm not saying he's bad. He's not bad. He's a good fighter. I just can't see him winning this fight. It's not that I can't see him winning this fight. At plus 260, there is exceptional value in Justis Huni. That's my point. I think he's totally undervalued at plus 260. It should be a close, even money fight, if anything. Like what? Yeah, the Fabio Wardley fight, you're looking at just the Frazier Clark fight, right? All right. And that's fair. The fight before that, he lost. He got a draw at Frazier Clark. And he only got a draw because of a point deduction. Otherwise, Frazier Clark beat him. How do you rank Frazier Clark compared to Justis Huni? And I understand he got demolished in the first round of the rematch. Understood. He's got to win over David Adelaide. But, who has David Adelaide ever beaten? He's never beaten a veteran. Michael Polite Coffey, I guess. Nathan Gorman, but Nathan Gorman sucks. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Justis Huni's resume is not good. What I'm saying is Wardley, we're looking at this. He caught Clark. And, yes, he always has the power and the ability to knock someone out. And he got Clark early. Just a couple of months before that, he fought Clark too, and arguably lost. He got a draw, but he probably lost. That's the same fighter. Yeah, and in the heavyweight division, when you have a guy like Fabio Wardley who can hit like that, yes, he's always going to have the potential to knock you out at any point. It could be in the first minute of the fight. It could be in the last minute of the 12th round. He's gonna carry that threat. He's gonna be a knockout threat throughout. So do keep that in mind. How are you guys making me change my mind on this? All right, guys, vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Put a unique decision in a parlay would be good. Unique decision is good to put in a parlay. If you're getting plus 500 on it, I mean, just take it as a standalone bet. Don't risk losing it. If you uni by decision is not a bad bet at all. If you can get that, just take it as a standalone bet. If you have plus 500, that is interesting. I'll be honest. Uni looks like he may be susceptible to being hurt against Lorena. I'm sure that's why they picked him. Maybe I did. I'm taping that fight now. That's the fight I'm doing right now as we speak. Well, I was right before I had gotten to that fight, and I'm breaking that fight down. Worldly fight, good fight to do a live bet on. Yeah, you know, the only problem with that is with Worldly's power, he could change it instantly, right? So you could be live betting Uni if Uni's winning round after round, and then Worldly lands something big and ends it. But I like this for a live bet. Uni changed since Lorena fight is a different fighter now. I like Justice Uni. At first, when I thought of this, I just went off the top of my head. I said Worldly's going to win this fight, right? I'm just because the Frazier Clark fight was so top of my memory, and that's where you got to go back and watch the tape. I went back and watched the tape, and I like Justice Uni. This is crazy odds on Justice Uni by decision. It's crazy odds. Was Herney a little bit? Lorena had his moments. But I'm actually doing that film right now. Just to show you guys that I'm not capping, and I'm literally doing that video right now. I do want to share this with you guys. I'm doing actually that's the Goodell fight. I did that earlier. Okay, that's the Goodell fight. Hang on. So he's a different fighter now from the Lorena fight. Lorena is a tricky southpaw, and anybody could get tricked. He got hurt because he was trying to knock out Lorena. I tend to agree with Mac. Bet 365 is also offered Uni as a winner in over 4.5 rounds. Plus 350. I like that. Uni even said that he just cares on winning a decision. Did he say that? I gotta hear that quote. If Uni can weather the early storm, I certainly see him winning by stoppage or decision. Yeah, if he survived early, I think he wins the fight. Lorena is a tricky southpaw who had Dubois down 3 times. Uni won every round, and the corner was pushing him to try to finish Lorena, and he got caught. I think barrel strength is absolutely 100% right on that. I wouldn't put too much in him getting. Look, they're heavyweights. Lennox Lewis got knocked out by Corey Sanders. He got knocked out by Rockman. Hang on. Vitaly Klitschko got knocked out by Corey Sanders. Rockman knocked out Lennox Lewis. Donovan, who's the other one Lennox Lewis got knocked out by? Oliver McCall? Right? Like, it happens. Heavyweights get knocked out sometimes. Like, they get hit, they get clipped. These are big boys with big punches. Things happen. Yeah, Oliver McCall knocked out Lennox Lewis in the 2nd round. Like, things happen. People get knocked out. Like, the better fighter loses in heavyweight fights at times. The Dubois shit was weird. He was just trying to take a knee. I've never seen a single person pick Worldly. You would better watch this man. My only concern is, like, everyone was taking Gallegos to beat Ko. Everyone was taking Gallegos. Not everybody. I know Goat wasn't. But most of the people were taking Gallegos to beat Ko, and then Gallegos got washed. Worley has a little wilder thing going on. Uni got win rounds. He doesn't get knocked out. If you don't get knocked down, you got to win the rounds. But Uni can pop. I know he's gone a lot of rounds, and he's gone the distance a lot, but he can hit. He's not a feather fisted guy. He's not a feather fisted heavyweight who can't punch. Almost all of Worley's KOs, except one, were within the first 6 rounds, so maybe worth a bet. Worley, yeah, you got to see what the odds are. I don't have props on this. Worley said that he would rather die than go down from Uni. I mean, okay. Lewis almost got stopped by Shannon the Cannon Briggs too. That's what I'm saying. He got badly hurt in that fight. You're right, he did. That's what I'm saying. Like, it happens. Sanders knocked out Vitaly Klitschko. Oliver McCall and Hasim Rockman knocked out Lennox Lewis. This happens in the heavyweight division. That's why it's hard to bet on. All right. Let me get through the rest of this. I want to get through these next 3 fights. Abdullah Mason and Junto and Jeremiah Nakatalia. Abdullah Mason. Possibly, I would probably look to also take Mason by stoppage here. Mason by stoppage is probably a really good bet. I don't have a prop on it. Keyshawn Davis. These odds are getting worse on Keyshawn. This was minus 800. It's up to minus 1,000. But I think Keyshawn's a good bet. I think Keyshawn and Pierce O'Leary and Abdullah Mason by stoppage is a pretty good parlay. I might like to do that. And then Jai Opetaia. Jai Opetaia at minus 6,000 is not great value. 60-1 favorite. But can you get him by stoppage? If you can get him by stoppage, I think it's a good bet. I don't have any props out yet, so we're just looking at money lines, right? Yeah, I don't have any props on any of the fights this week. So just the money line. I would look at Justice Uni as the upset, and then the other 3 fights, the other 4 fights this week, I would just take the money line. I would take the favorites on the money line, but I would take Keyshawn on the money line, and I would take Mason and Opetaia by stoppage when those props do come out. I definitely think Abdullah Mason and Jai Opetaia are going to win by stoppage 100%. All right, let me see what Pro Boxing Odds has. I want to look at this. Guys, make sure to vote in the poll. Make sure to vote in the poll. The poll is live. I want to know who you guys think is going to win. Is this fight going down? Josh Kelly? Yeah. All right. Do we get this Josh Kelly card in the U.S.? I mean, it's probably not worth betting on. It's minus 5,000. I probably wouldn't bet on this. But do we get this Josh Kelly and Flav Bia fight in the U.S.? Does anyone know? Sam Gilly. Are these all the same? Is this all the same card? Felix Cash. Josh Kelly on Friday. That's right. It's Friday. Hang on. Hang on. Josh Kelly stoppage coming, lad. Oh, okay. I didn't see this. I hope Connor sees that video and reckons he'll be a stay busy fight. You'll spoil the rematch. All right. No, I definitely now I'm tempted to take Josh Kelly by stoppage. Josh Kelly's not really the biggest hitter in the world. 16 1-on-1 Josh Kelly, good fighter. 8 knockouts in his 16 fights. He got a knockout over Placido Ramirez and then Peter Kramer. Yeah. No knockouts over world-class fighters, but Flavius Villa is not really a world-class fighter, to be fair. World League can hurt Udi. Udi survives and wins a decision. First boxing card I ever watched as a kid was Rahman versus Sanders 2 and Oleg Moskayev versus Derek Jefferson. You just took me back with those names. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bipolar. A little stroll down memory lane. You mixed up the Klitschko system. I did. Which Waldemir? I can't ever keep it. Corey Sanders knocked out which one? Let me look it up. Corey Sanders knocked out Vladimir Klitschko. Is that right? He knocked out Vladimir Klitschko, and he got knocked out by Vitaly Klitschko. All right, fair enough. I definitely like Abdullah by KO, 100%. I got Mason by stoppage as well, Gary. You think Junto continues? I do. I always think Junto Nakatani by stoppage is a good bet until it's not, right? Until he doesn't, I would keep betting it. I would keep betting it more. Abdullah stoppage, Nakatani stoppage, Keyshawn money line, Troy Isley money line. Yeah. I like that, Muscles, for sure. I got Keyshawn Davis KO anytime. If you watch Venezuela versus De Los Santos, Santos gets hurt by Venezuela, and Venezuela doesn't crack. He doesn't get knocked out, though, right? Like, I'm not saying Keyshawn can't knock him out. He definitely could. I'm going to get to that video next. I don't know. Unless you're getting wild odds on it. Keyshawn can crack, and Keyshawn's got a couple knockouts in a row, right? He's won his last Baranchuk and Gustavo. I'm not saying it's a bad bet to take him by stoppage. De Los Santos has 2 losses. One close loss to Shakur Stevenson, and then a close loss to William Foster III. He's never been knocked out. He's never been in trouble. I'm not just, maybe he could. I haven't gotten to the tape yet, but my inkling is just take Keyshawn on the money line and parlay it with some other stuff. Right? Like, that's kind of my inkling on that fight. I'm going to go the other way. Bet365 is offering Kelvin Davis versus Nahir Albright. I'm leaning Davis, but wouldn't count out an upset. I like the upset in this fight. I haven't gotten to the tape yet, and I will. But I like Kelvin. I think I like Nahir Albright in this fight. I kind of do. But I'll have that official for you guys once I get to the tape. Rayo's power is damn near his only thing. That's Josh Kelly on Friday. We got some inside information on Discord. That's right. I saw that. Not sure if Albright is winning a decision. That's my concern, right? Like, I like the over. If you can get the over in Albright versus Davis, take it. My concern is just that Albright getting a decision, not getting robbed in Kelvin Davis's backyard. I agree, by Paul. That's got to be factored in. That's why I don't have odds on it yet, but I would take the over. I would take it over. I would take it to go the distance, anything like that. Rayo Estrella lost to Colbert. He also killed Colbert too, so factor that in. Bet365 is offering Josh Kelly money line only. Props usually open Wednesday. We will keep an eye on it. You said he doesn't crack though. He knocked Colbert out cold. Killed him dead. I will stream it. Colbert has a horrible chin. Colbert sucks. Colbert has cost me more money, I think, in fights he should have won than any other boxer. I can't stand Chris Colbert. I'm never betting on a Chris Colbert fight ever again. Rayo got robbed. I don't think he got robbed. I actually had Colbert winning that fight. I know I was in the minority. Most people had Rayo winning that fight with Colbert. I wasn't one of them. What up? What up? What up, King? Muscles. 1.5 knockdown will be interesting this weekend. Yeah, it will be. We'll see we'll see what knockdown props we get this week, Muscles, for sure. How do you feel about Abdullah fights this weekend? I think Abdullah wins by KO. We were just talking about that, King. I like Abdullah and Junto Nakatani by KO until that well runs dry. Yeah, I agree with this. Rayo hits hard. Rayo's a puncher for sure. Abdullah by stoppage. I like Abdullah and Junto Nakatani by stoppage until we lose that bet, and then we'll reassess it. Jab Zuda, you make no money on this. Shut up, boy. All right, guys, let's keep this civil. Let's keep this civil. I'm a big fan of Troy Isley. He's from my area, Northern Virginia. There you go. Troy Isley's a great fighter. Then Swell for all jabbers. I'm staying away from the Keyshawn fight. I got him winning, but out of all these fights, Keyshawn is the fight to be the upset. Again, the same thing I'm going to say about Kelvin Davis. I like Keyshawn on the money line. I'm not taking it by stoppage. Keyshawn on the money line, he's still fighting in his home, right? Like, a close decision he's going to get. So, like, honestly, if De Los Santos is going to win this fight, he's going to have to win 9 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would think. I feel I get what you're saying, King, but because it's in his back, if this was in a neutral site, if this was at the Garden, if this was in Vegas, okay. It's not. It's in Keyshawn's backyard, and that matters. There's way easier fights this week. I don't disagree. I feel really confident on the take it by stoppage. I mean, Branchek doesn't get knocked out or Lemos, but then it can't even last. It's fair. You're not wrong, GOAT. I was very impressed with that Lemos fight. I thought that was going to be a dogfight for Keyshawn, and it was not. I really like a knockdown prop on that fight, though. I really like De Los Santos would have stopped Branchek, to be fair. Perhaps. Just joined. Albright is plus money. I don't see how Kelvin wins, but the way Kelvin wins is by robbery. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with you. I think Albright should win. How does Kelvin Davis win? He wins by robbery. I need tape on Albright versus Jasmine Ortiz. Can't find it. Let's find it. I'll find it. If I find it, I'll share it with you, GOAT. Bet365 has Kelvin at minus 190 and Albright at plus 155. You had never in your life say, come on, guys. Let's just chill out. The Ortiz versus Albright fight was a draw. It was close. That's what I'm saying. And these guys beat. I'm not the biggest Kelvin Davis fan. The thing he's got going for him is he's fighting in his backyard. Keep that in mind. Taking Mason, I hope he will get round props. So if we get Mason by stoppage inside of 6, I'm just going to take Mason by stoppage. He probably stops him in the first half of the fight, but let's see what the odds are. If you're getting plus money on that, maybe it's worth the risk. But to me, it's like betting him on by stoppage is gonna make you decent money. Just parlay that with Nakatani by stoppage, and you should be good. All right, I gotta end this, guys. I gotta wrap this. I will be live again tonight. If you have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, leave them now or forever hold your peace. I do appreciate everyone dropping by. Pretty good stream today. I know there's some beef going on here. I'm gonna ignore the beef now. Let me see. Simpson, Troy, Johnson, Nakatani, money line, minus 223. I do like that. That's easy money right there. I think Keyshawn either takes him to decision in a kind of boring fight or use elite pull counters that we've seen against De Los Santos wide looping shots. I think Keyshawn either takes him to decision in a kind of boring fight or use elite pull counters that we've seen against De Los Santos. No, I think that's a pretty good take, 79. I think that's a good take. I'm hoping they add Cash, Poldo, Angeletti, and Tenshin Nakatawa in the money line offerings. We'll get a lot. I don't know what they're going to add, but DraftKings will add a lot. They'll add a lot by the time we get to fight day. I love the early Friday cards. I just tossed all those heavy favors on a parlay to bring guys like Keyshawn odds down. No, I think that's the way to go, 70 bipolar. What up, Ryan? Hope the people steroid free. Now from Munguia. Cass might be minus 10,000, but he'll be on my parlays. There you go. All right, guys. I got to wrap this up. I will be live. Ain't no beef. This is a chat. All good, man. All good. All right, man. I got to wrap this up. I will be live again tonight. Let me check my parlay. Let me check my poll. I'm going to end this. You guys like Worldly. So, okay. 65 to 35, so about 2-1. So I guess Vegas has got this right. Worldly wins the poll. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I will be live again tonight around Pro Boxing Saturday too. That is true. I will be live again tonight around 8:00. Hope to see y'all then. It is June 2nd, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.